What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I believe the Dallas Mavericks are the dark horses in the NBA. Without further ado, please like, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and without further ado, please like and subscribe. So, the Dallas Mavericks currently are the number 8 seed in the Western Conference, and they have a record of 36 and 28, and which is a pretty good record, to say the least. They're only 3.5 games behind the fifth seed, which is the New Orleans Saints Pelicans. Sorry, not New Orleans Saints Pelicans, but New Orleans Pelicans. And in my opinion, the Mavericks have the best chance to shock everybody out of the four teams in the play-in, which are the Kings, the Warriors, and the Lakers, and obviously the Dallas Mavericks. Now, in my opinion, Luka Doncic is one of those players where if he's going crazy, the players around him will also go crazy, right? Luka Doncic basically is, in my opinion, one of the best playoff performers we've ever seen, right? Obviously, he hasn't won any championships yet. I mean, he's very young too, like very young, and it's very scary because he's so young and he still hasn't even reached his prime yet. And in my opinion, the league is in trouble once this guy hits his prime, right? And the thing is, Dallas Mavericks also have Kyrie Irving, who is really really good. They also have, in my opinion, they have a really good depth when it comes to forwards. They have their draft pick Derek Lively has been really good. Today he shut down Bam Adebayo, and they also have Gafford from that trade. He's pretty good. PJ Washington, pretty good. They have a really good team when it comes to size. Um, and then the role players like Tim Hardaway Jr., who has been pretty inconsistent this season, but he's been pretty good, to say the least. Now, Luka Doncic right now has been averaging 34.6 points per game, which is the number one in the league. He's basically going to win the scoring championship, the scoring title, if he keeps this up. He has 9 rebounds and 9.8 assists. So basically, he's averaging 35, 10, and 9, which is near a triple double, and that's just crazy. The only reason why they don't put him in the MVP conversation is because of his record and the seeding. And obviously, the MVPs normally go to the teams that have like a top 5 seed, and unfortunately, Luka Doncic doesn't have that. Now, there has been one time where Russell Westbrook also won the MVP when he was the 8th seed, and he did a historic season when he had like 40 triple doubles. And Luka Doncic has also been doing something that's really special this season. The last 5 games, he's actually averaged 30 points and 30-point triple double, and not many people have done that. There's only been 5 other NBA players, and one of those NBA players was Michael Jordan, in my opinion, the greatest player of all time. Not even LeBron James has done what Luka Doncic has done, and he's just getting started. Now, his co-partner Kyrie Irving is averaging 25.7 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 5 assists, and shooting 49% from the field, which is really good. Now, Kyrie Irving, the only problem with him this season, he's been injured, but when he's been on the field, on the court, he's been playing fantastic. Him and Luka Doncic have been rolling. Now, the Mavericks have been on a losing streak. Now, today they did beat the Miami Heat 114 to 108, but they were on a 7 game win streak like a week ago. So, like during the All-Star break. And in my opinion, the Mavericks, no one wants to face them, right? I think Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving have a lot of experience, especially Kyrie Irving playing in the NBA Finals, hitting one of the most clutch shots in NBA history against the Golden State Warriors to win the series 3-1. And Luka Doncic is Luka Doncic when it comes to the playoffs. Now, the team around Luka and Kyrie are pretty young, and that might hold them back a little bit. But let's be honest, nobody wants to play Luka Doncic. And let's just say the Mavericks are the 7th seed. They get out of the play-in, they're the 7th seed, and they play the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm sorry, give me the Mavericks in 6. I know the Thunder have been having a great season. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been playing like an MVP, but you need experience, and that Thunder team does not have any playoff experience except for Gordon Hayward, and that team is very young. Don't get me wrong, the Thunder are going to be a dynasty coming up, bro. I mean, they're gonna run the league. Obviously, they're not gonna be dynasty. You gotta be winning. Like you gotta win like 3 out of 5 championships to be a dynasty. But they're basically the future of the league. But I'm sorry, you put the if the, even if the Mavericks are the 8th seed and they play the Timberwolves. I know Anthony Edwards does have playoff experience, but they have Rudy Gobert on their team, and he's a playoff choker. I still trust Luka and Kyrie to win a playoff series more than I trust Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert to win. Now, the Mavericks, in my opinion, can they get the 5th seed? Yeah, they could. They could if they keep winning games. They could definitely get the 5th seed. I see some like the Phoenix Suns have a really hard schedule coming up. The Lakers have a hard schedule coming up. Obviously, the Lakers are below the Mavericks, but the Warriors have a really easy schedule. The Pelicans have a semi-easy schedule. Like the Mavericks still have a chance to get to the 5th seed. But am I scared if I'm a Mavs fan? If you were a Mavs fan, you shouldn't be scared if the Mavericks are in the play-in because Luca and Kyrie are not gonna lose in the play-in. Let's be honest. Let's just keep that out of the way. Like they're not losing the play-in tournament. And I'm sorry, no disrespect to the Oklahoma City Thunder, no disrespect to the Timberwolves. They ain't beating the Mavericks. Now, if the Mavericks play the Nuggets in the first round, I got the Nuggets winning that. That's obvious, right? The Denver Nuggets are just the best team in the league, besides the Boston Celtics, of course. But I think as long as the Dallas Mavericks don't play the Mavericks, I'm sorry. Obviously, if they don't play the Nuggets, um, I don't see a team beating them other than maybe the Golden State Warriors have actually beaten them in the playoffs. But it's gonna be hard for them to face off because they're both like bottom seeds. So the only threat, I guess, for the Mavericks is the Nuggets. And can Luca catapult the team? Maybe the Clippers because the Clippers have also owned the Mavericks too. Now, in my opinion, Luka Doncic should win an MVP. If it was up to me, I would give the award to Luka Doncic. I have not seen anybody else in the league carry the team like he has than anybody in the league. Jason Tatum has not carried the team. I'm sorry. I'm a big Jason Tatum fan. I think he's been fantastic, but Luka Doncic has just been better. And the Mavericks have played better because of him and how he's distributing the ball, helping teams, making game-winning plays. Him and Kyrie have been fantastic together. I thought that two ball-dominant players cannot get it done. They're proving me wrong. They're proving all the haters wrong. You can get it done if you have a great leader, and you can get it done if you have a great, basically, chemistry. And that's what Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving have at the end of the day. Now, that's going to wrap it up for the video. I think the Mavericks can be very scary in the Western Conference. I don't think anybody wants to face the Dallas Mavericks. And I would love to see a Dallas Mavericks versus the Los Angeles Clippers in either the Western Conference Finals or in the second round. That would just be fantastic. But that's going to wrap it up for the video. Please subscribe. Please comment. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.